Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this edition of the Prime Time newscast in the English language on Canal International. I'm called Morindi. We begin with our top stories. Separatists fighters have today abandoned the bushes and laid down weapons in Mundemba in Zian Division, southwest region of Cameroon. David Dibo alias General Baron and Jerome Ekpe alias General G-Boy alongside 16 of their gang members went to Zian Administrative and Defense and Security Forces to express their willingness to be integrated in the society by joining the Southwest DDR Center. Ahead of the May 20 celebration, Cameroonians are reminding themselves of the need to live together as citizens of one nation. In the city of Yaoundé, the inhabitants since May 12 are converging in a set-up village of the unity and national integration with the exhibition of the rich cultural diversity of Cameroon. And with the international crisis slowing, giving way, and the prices of basic commodities like wheat, cooking oil, and others stabilizing, the needs for other markets to follow the trend. Trade Minister Luc Magloire-Bagatana was at some shopping centers and supermarkets to start implementing the new changes. Those were major stories. Details right ahead. Good evening once more. 18 separatist fighters have today abandoned the bushes and laid down weapons in Mundemba in Zian Division, southwest region of Cameroon. David Dibo alias General Baron and Jerome Ekpe alias General G-Boy alongside 16 of their gang members went to Zian Administrative and Defense and Security Forces to express their willingness to be integrated in the society by joining the Southwest DDR Center. They expressed their regret following numerous atrocities perpetrated in Zian Division of the Southwest region of Cameroon. Let's now listen to now ex-separatist fighter David Dibo and the divisional delegate, senior divisional delegate of Zian, Gilbert Baldane.
Okay, this is General Baron. I want to tell the other who are in the bush to come out and to participate in the development of our countries. For many years, but he come back. So the other must also come.
I will now take you to the southwest region of Cameroon, where the world meeting to talk about peace and how they could eventually develop those areas. Our southwest correspondent Ines Onduapala was part of that peace conference in the southwest region of Cameroon. It took place 2 days ago. Her story.
Southwest indigents have been enjoined to shun hate speech and xenophobia and to strive for peace and development. Minister Director of Prime Minister's Cabinet was speaking in Buea at the end of the 2-day Southwest Peace and Development Forum. Balungani Ebune Confiance was bearer of a special message of Prime Minister at the conference, which brought together over 600 delegates from all nook and cranny of the Southwest region.
We have gathered here today to reassert our most cherished value, peace. And I seize this opportunity, which is extinct, to acknowledge the significant efforts of all those who have, in one way or the other, made it possible for this initiative to materialize.
The population of the Southwest region are called upon to put hand on deck for an effective return of calm and tranquility.
Now we realize that most often than not, when you are going to international seminars or forums, when you want to talk about third-party or public-private partnership, they start by asking the population that you cover. So if you come together, the chances are greater for us and better for our populations.
Southwest elites, the people of Southwest extraction, local authorities and non-Southwesterners are expected to remain united and to promote living togetherness.
What has been generated as momentum from this forum has to be harnessed so that the way forward with all of what has taken place in these 2 days should be that the Southwest region and its people should remain united, focused, and associated to the government in a way that living together, sustainable peace and development should be the watchword as from now henceforth.
We try to bring out those challenges that the agricultural sector is facing. They are enormous. Now, the issue is for us to come together and propose feasible solutions. And one of those solutions that we proposed was to work on addressing the potential of our region by looking at the value chain, the agricultural value chain.
The first ever Peace and Development Forum is an initiative of Southwest Regional Assembly. Its aim at building peace to foster development by improving on the living condition of the local population.
And ahead of May 20 celebrations coming up in just 2 days' time, Cameroonians are reminding themselves of the need to live together as one citizen in one nation, which is Cameroon. The city of Yaoundé inhabitants since May 12 are converging in a settled village of unity and a national unity or integration with the exhibition of rich cultural diversity of Cameroon. Let's feel the ambience with our reporter.
Upon stepping in your feet into this unity and national integration village, the first feeling that grips you is that of being a Cameroonian, as you are welcomed by the rich cultural artifacts of the 4 cultural zones, the traditional regalias of all the regions jointly exhibited here as Cameroonians move in to identify themselves with their preference. The different traditional outfits manually designed under the watchful eyes of the numerous visitors as they explain the value of their attire.
They are responsible dresses. If you dress in this traditional way, everywhere you pass, in Cameroon, out of the country, people will give you the honor. When you put it on, you are responsible.
Among the many activities carried out at the village set up here at the premises of the Yaoundé City Council, ahead of the May 20th celebration, are craft work, paintings, molding with clay like this ceramic crocodile under production, and the projection of traditional medicine. Even the forces of law and order are here, using the opportunity to sensitize the public against drug consumption and the growing violence in schools. And as a real moment of communion and living together, they savour beautiful cultural rhythms of the country.
And hate speech and tribalism are known to threaten a national peace and unity. And in Cameroon today, social media is widely used to propagate hate speech. Experts, however, say traditional media has joined the race in the propagation of this cankerworm and suggest campaigns against hate speech should intensify to preempt the worst in the nearest future. A reporter on that beat is Gladys Ambu Ziba.
Before the advent of the social media, words like francophone, lebamenda, graphi, mouton, nkwa, and kamnogo were used to refer persons or a particular group of people. These words are demeaning and stigmatizing and lays the groundwork for tensions, conflicts, and violence, which is now on the rise on social media.
Les réseaux sociaux au Cameroun contribuent.
Social media in Cameroon contributes to the rising rates of hate speech and tribalism. The rising rate is preoccupying, and until now, it is mostly propagated on social media and to an extent on traditional media, because from the look of things, some media have made hate speech and tribalism their editorial policy.
We are also living on an IT world whereby people simply take their phone and they can insult whosoever they like. So I think this kind of nature has made people to instead increase their hatred vis-a-vis their brothers. And there is also no love, because if you don't love your brother as yourself, you'll be tempted to insult him or propagate hate speech against the person.
Today, the propagators ignore the law and the consequences of their actions on peace and living together. And experts say there is need for more awareness.
Create avenues for peaceful discussions whereby we talk about our being together. I think there is more in gaining when we are together than when we are divided. So this event that is coming is an occasion for the media as well, and for the government that is governing us to create a lot of awareness as far as the unity of this country is concerned.
The penal code sanctions those found guilty of hate speech and can serve an imprisonment term of up to 2 years.
With the international crisis slowly giving away and the prices of basic commodities like wheat, cooking gas, and cooking oil and others stabilizing, the need for markets to also follow the trends. Trade Minister changes more on that report with Beatrice Gamo.
In the past 2 years, COVID-19, like the Ukraine crisis, had its toll on Cameroon. The impact was felt on basic commodities, flour, oil, saw their prices on an upward trend. The sizes of loaves, like weight of bread, different. But today, the situation has changed positively for the consumers.
Now the prices have to drop clearly. And I will be the one, I am the responsible of the market. And can be sure that I will be vigilant. The price will decrease, will drop.
And he meant it. His mission to some supermarkets here in the nation's capital already impactful.
We have an example, refined oil. This morning when we have started, the price was around 1,500. At the end of the day, we are already at 1,425. It means that it's possible, it was possible, and it will be possible. And this will have to be done also with bread, with sugar, flour, and pastries.
Even the popular puff-puff, he says, will have to witness an increase in size.
To go in the market, people have to understand the big baller has to drop. It's clear, because the context has changed.
Like the supermarkets, the local markets will be his next stop. To the trade boss, the population had suffered with the increase and scarcity. And now, with the changing trends, they are supposed to taste the drops of goodness that has started
kati, porridge cocoyams, and achu. So really the increase of palm oil has really affected the business margin, the profit margin, because you cannot just get over one money and increase prices of food. It will really affect customers. But then we try to reduce the quantity of the palm oil we put in the food, but not because of the price of the oil, but because of the health situation of people. Many people don't really consume too much palm oil.
Cameroon's annual palm oil production stands at 400,000 tons. The annual industrial demand that excludes household demand has reportedly reached 1.5 million tons annually.
And that report brings us to the end of this edition of the Prime Time Newscast in the English language on Canal International. Thanks so much for watching. But from way forward, we have Liu Pujut coming up with the brief. And for me, I'll be back same time tomorrow. Good night.